Our topic for today is Introduction to Basic Calculation in Spreadsheet. Now before we move on with this lesson, I will be showing you a simple video on this topic so you can grasp the concept, right?
Hi everyone, my name is Kevin. And today I want to show you how you can use formulas in Microsoft Excel. And just full disclosure before we jump into this, I work at Microsoft as a full-time employee. Alright, well let's jump into it. Here I am in Microsoft Excel. This is the latest version. I have Office 365, but these same formulas should work on any older versions of Excel as well, whether you have 2019, 2016, 2013, 2007, you name the version, it'll probably work. So here I am in Microsoft Excel, and I have a list of formulas that I want to show you how you can use them in Excel. If there's one that interests you more than others, feel free to jump to that section of the video. I have timestamps down below in the comments, and you can just jump to the section that you find interesting. So how do you do Excel or formulas in Excel? We're gonna start with the basics of add, subtract, multiply, and divide. So let's say that I have two numbers in cells. I have 1 and 1, and I want to add these up. How do I do that? Well, the key to doing formulas in Excel is you always start with the equal sign. So here I'm going to enter equal, and what I could do is I could say, well, what is 1 plus 1? So I can just enter that in. You'll see that shows up in this formula bar up above. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to hit enter, and you'll see that it added those two values up. So it says equals 1 plus 1. Now what I can also do is instead of typing the numbers into that formula bar, I can use numbers that are on my spreadsheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and delete that, and once again we're going to start with the equal sign, and instead I'm going to say, hey, this value here that's in cell B1, let's take that and I want to add it to the value that's here in cell C1. And so I did the plus sign and then C1, and so here you see it says B1 plus C1. So it's taking those two cells, and now I'm going to hit enter, and so it added those two up. And now I'm going to show a few examples, subtract, multiply, divide, that you do them all the same way as addition. So let's say I want to do 2 minus 1. What I'll do is I'll do equals. We could do 2 minus 1 and hit enter, and that'll tell us it's 1. But once again, I want to use the cell. So we're going to do cell B2, and we're going to subtract cell C2. And then I'm going to hit enter, and what do you know? 2 minus 1 is 1. Big news flash there. And now we're going to do a few other examples. We're going to do 2 times 2, and then we'll do 4 divided by 2. So let's do 2 times 2. So once again, we're going to enter an equal sign, and we're going to take cell B3, and then multiply. You can't enter an X here like the multiplication sign. Instead, what we're going to do is we enter the asterisk sign. And then we're going to multiply that by cell C3. You don't have to enter, you can also enter the cell values, or you can just click with your mouse. Clicking with the mouse is easier, so why don't we do that? So I'm going to click that, and 2 times 2 is 4. And here, same with division, I'm going to do 4, and then we're going to see how many times 2 goes into 4. The division sign on the computer is the /. So I'm going to enter the /, and then we're going to click on cell C4. So we're going to do B4 divided by C4. And what is 4 divided by 2, everyone? It is 2. 2 goes into 4 2 times.
Now, what is a spreadsheet? Somebody read what is a spreadsheet. Rows and columns, right? As you can see, you see rows and columns here? You see it? Which one is rows and which one is column? Who can tell me? Rows are numbered and the column are lettered. Good? Very good. And as you can see, this right here is what we call a cell location, right? And this is cell A, read like this. The letter first, then the number. See? This is cell A1. This is cell B1. This is C1. This is going to be A2, B2, C2, and it goes down now, right? Good. Now, an extremely powerful feature of a spreadsheet is the ability to enter a formula, or what we call a formula. And what is a formula? It's going to do mathematical calculations, right? Now, the signs used to do basic calculations, we know the 4 types of basic calculations are addition, subtract, multiply, and divide, right? And the sign to do addition is that plus sign, right? The subtract we use subtraction sign. And to divide, we use a forward slash. And to multiply, we use that little star, what we call an asterisk. Very good. Now, open up Microsoft Excel on your computers. Everybody open it up? And in cell A1, I want everybody to type the number 10. I want everybody to type the number 10, right? And in B1, sorry, I want you to type the number 5. Now in cell C1, this is what we're going to do. We're going to add these two numbers together, right? Now we know 10 plus 5 is 15. Now let us see if we get 15 here. And how do we start the calculation inside a spreadsheet? Start with an equal sign. Good. Now with the first cell location we deal with, the number 10. And that is located where? A1. So click on the number 10. Does A1 show up? Yes. And we are adding these two numbers. So which sign are we using? The addition sign. Good. Now which number are we adding 10 to? 5. And that is located in B1. And we click enter. Everybody get 15?
Yes, sir.
Good. Go to cell A2 now. The number 10 again. And the number 5 again. We're going to subtract these two. We start with an equal sign. The number 10. And we're subtracting it from the number 5. And click enter. Everybody get 5? Next again, A3, the number 10. B3, 5. And we are going to divide these two. So we start with an equal sign. The number 10 located in A3. And what is the sign we use? A forward slash. By 5. B3. Click enter, you get 2. Once again, 10 again, in A4, and B4, 5. And we are going to multiply these two numbers. Equal sign, 10. What's the sign to multiply? Asterisk times 5, and we get 50. Before you get that, let me see. Well, very good. Now I have an activity for you to do, right? So everybody, you're going to copy this down, and the instruction is here. The first one, you're going to add 12 to 6. Second one, subtract 23 from 12, divide 56 by 2, and multiply 12 by 2. So get busy.
Each one by one?
Now let us see if your answers correlate with mine. The first one, what you do to add these two numbers? Equal.
Click on cell A1, and then you put the plus sign, and you click on B1, and then enter.
And we get 18. Everybody get 18?
Yes.
Let's see the second one now.
Enter.
Equal.
Click
Click on cell A2. Subtract.
and
We subtract A2 from B2. We get 11. Everybody get 11? So, now let's divide these two numbers. Equal. Cell A3. We divide it forward slash. Let's see what you get. Everybody get your here? Good. Lastly, multiplying 12 times 2. And we use an asterisk times 2 equals 124. Good. Now that concludes our lesson for today. And I hope you learned something, alright? Until next class.